Red's Fly Shop, this is Bob. How may I help you today?
Look at that. Woo! Here he comes. He's coming. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh. Yeah, I see him at school. Oh, it's too far. Got him, got him. Woo! Oh, yeah. Yeah! Oh my gosh. Dude, that was a long cast. Oh my gosh. We had great shots at permit this morning. I blew the first one, put it too tight on him. Had other shots where they ended up spooking because I had grass on my fly. They were following it. And then I just shot at another group of permit and got the age-old Sabotage from the Bonefish. So, hell of a nice bonefish, but not exactly, I'll take it, but not exactly what you're going for when you think you're hooked up with a permit and you wind up with a nice bonefish. But we've had some great shots this morning. I've already learned quite a bit from my guide today, and we're gonna be stalking around on foot in knee-deep mud. So my shoes are absolutely full of mud, sand, and rocks. It's not the most comfortable walking, but we're just gonna keep walking around. I mean, we can see tailing permit, I mean, pretty much 270 degrees all around us. We can see permit, so it's early in the morning still. We'll just keep sneaking around, and hopefully we can hook up with the real thing next time. Help, help, help. No, wait. Faster. Yes. My hunt for the permit, short of actually getting a permit, has started out just incredible. We've got these just 1 in a million glassy conditions here. We spotted a school of tailing permit about where I'm standing right here this morning. And my first shot, I was just a little too aggressive. I think I got it all on video, but I just blew about 4 to 6 of them just right off the flat. And was just trying to plan to win. You know, they can't eat your fly if they don't see it. So there's a delicate balance there when it comes to permit fishing. And I'm seeing nervous water kind of in the perimeter, you know, a couple 100 yards away here and there. And I'm not exactly sure if they're permit or little sharks or schools of bonefish. But yeah, great start to the day. And then I had 2 really hard follows, but it turned out I had grass on my fly. We got another good shot at a little school of permit and got intercepted by a bonefish, which will happen. There's not a lot of Not a lot of ways to prevent that if you can't see right into the school. We still have pretty low light, so it's not like I can see what's a bonefish and what's a permit. But we're gonna keep going. One thing I did do is I did take my pliers and I tore the eyes off of the crab I'm fishing, and so it's essentially just only weighted by the hook and the materials now, because I'm getting into a lot of this grass and this other just kind of vegetation here. And a couple of times I had permit follow, and then it turned out I had a hunk of grass in my fly, and they were following hard, like they wanted to eat it. But my fly was just heavy, not super heavy, but got down in the grass. So you can take your pliers and actually rip those eyes off in a jam if you find yourself in need of a lighter fly. So a lot of times that's faster. And then the other thing is keep a fly in your hat. That's my backup fly in the event I need to change flies, lose a fly, break a fly off. One starts missing some legs, whatever. Have one in your hat and ready. But we're gonna jump back into the skiff that you can see there behind me. We're gonna cover a little water and probably get out and stalk them on foot again. So anyway, we'll check back in when we have some action to report. It is a treat when it all comes together. I have blown shot after shot, spooked permit after permit. And then looks like, Lord willing, we're gonna get this one. I'm not holding my breath just yet. You gotta be super patient.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, they come back to life in a hurry. But I'm gonna share a tip with you. Whether we land the fish or not, I'm gonna share a tip with you that I've learned over time. And I'm far from the world's best or most experienced permit fisherman, but I do have a couple of tips I'll share with you about how I got this fish's attention without having to recast and possibly spook them. But we're gonna focus on landing this fish, and we'll tell you all about it should we be able to get this fish in. Wish us luck. You can kill it. GoPro stop recording. Dude, that is a fabulous permit. Dude, look at how big his eyes are. God, no wonder they're so spooky. That is a tremendous fish. Woo, thank you, Marcos.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Pete. Look at that guy.
Well done. Good job.
Yeah, get in here, Marcos. Look at that right there. Ooh, man, that's heavy fish. When you're in a situation where you've committed to a cast, you could spook a fish one of many different ways, but one of them is picking up and recasting. Every time your fly enters the water, it's dangerous. You can spook the fish. On that particular fish, the fish was about 8 or 10 feet away. I led it ahead, and then it didn't come right at my fly. The cast landed well, everything was going good, and then the fish started to kind of wander almost parallel to my leader instead of turning towards my fly. And what I did was, I could see that the fish was about 8 or 10 feet away, and I just gave it one really hard strip like that. And that crab, if it's on the bottom, is gonna kick up a lot of material and sand. And it was at that very instant that I saw that permit, finally identified my fly and came over, and then I was able to slow my strip down and just barely move that crab across the bottom. And then the take on permit, mistake I made for, I don't know, dozens and dozens of times is, unlike bonefish or other species, when a permit picks the crab up, you're probably not gonna feel it because you're moving the fly so slowly, and that permit's gonna actually create a little bit of slack in your line. So don't wait until you can feel it. When you see that permit tilt down, accelerate and tilt down, and it slows down just a bit, give it a firm check at that point to see if that fish is there. And that's your visual cue to set the hook. So you can get their attention with a long strip rather than always trying to recast, which is a very dangerous move once that permit's kind of in the red zone. 1 in 100 times it seems like it worked out, and it worked out here today. No, it's good. Yeah, it's still going.
It's still going.
So it doesn't work out very often with permit, but that's one little trick. If the permit is near your fly but doesn't see it, just give it a hard strip, get its attention, then settle back into a very gentle retrieve at that point. So that was my second fish in pursuit of the Grand Slam today. We're just gonna knock out a bonefish sometime this afternoon while I watch my boat mate go catch a whole bunch of stuff here and I sip on a beer in the boat.